To find out what happens to Athena and Hen in space, we have to wait a week. Now that 9-1-1 Season 9 Episode 2 has arrived, it's time to analyze what happened during the geomagnetic storm. After it was revealed in the 9-1-1 Season 9 opener that Athena, Hen, and the others are going to space to do interviews, we pick up where we left off before delving into the specifics. They give a variety of reasons for their want to travel to space, and it's entertaining to watch Athena realize that this is the last thing she ever wants to do. Then, 18 hours later, we see Hen's and Chim's families together. Given that Karen is a serious scientist and would love to travel to space, I feel sorry for her in this situation. She takes far too long to explain everything, though, and Maddie is the one who sees through it. She is pleased for Hen to do this, thus this isn't envy. She won't be the one going up there, so there's a sense of sadness. Athena's choice in 9-1-1 Season 9, Episode 2 infuriates Harry. We learn that Harry is upset about the whole thing when May chooses to see her brother at work. I understand that he is upset that Athena withdrawn in her sorrow, but May had every right to criticize her, given that Athena also lost their father. However, there is a great deal of resentment toward others. Bobby chose to save his team, and Harry is upset that his father chose to save other kids. His decision to travel to space has suddenly made him fearful, and we know that this dread is real. The fact that she takes chances at work is irrelevant. She could avoid this one. He may be even more upset that she has decided to sit in a bar and drink shots with Hen right now. Then he says what we're all considering. Athena is a jinx, thus sending her into space is a poor idea. Trip is irritated on the day of the launch because his fiancée isn't tracking properly. But that isn't the problem. A surge in radiation in orbit could indicate a geomagnetic storm, which could be the cause of satellite failure. Trip won't listen to Cody, who oversees the analyst side of things, when he suggests calling off the launch. The crisis starts. Broker interviews are not limited to those traveling to space. Karen and the children, May, Harry, and the whole 118 get to express their thoughts about Hen and Athena as heroes. Since Athena and Hen receive the most recognition for being true daily heroes, it is evident that Trip values these interviews. Trip should have been heard by everyone, since Cody is still upset about it. He's not the only one. Karen receives a call from work as liftoff occurs, and everyone there is aware that there is a 40% possibility of a geomagnetic storm. Karen can only watch as her entire world disappears and might never return. The good news is that they reach space and have the opportunity to experience life without gravity. Everyone watching is undoubtedly relieved by that, but Karen has another issue to worry about. All she needs to do is maintain a poker face for her children. They can now truly enjoy the anti-gravity effect in space by removing their seatbelts. Are they aware that the entire event is being watched from Earth? Athena obviously doesn't want to be up there, so I'd want to watch how others respond to her appearance. But I must confess, it would be incredible to watch the aurora borealis from orbit. As additional satellites go out, things start to go south at this point. The internal cameras are eliminated as a result. Some cosmic debris is flying at the spaceship, so that won't be the only thing knocked out. The sky is descending. Now that everyone knows that Trip was alerted to a geomagnetic storm, it's time for the truth to be revealed. The percentage has increased from 40% to 100%. And Trip's public relations representative must decide out how to inform the American public that Trip made this decision. Back at the firehouse, Harry tells Buck that he knew something terrible was about to happen and is furious as he watches the photographers depart per Trip's orders. Karen's behavior makes it obvious that something is amiss, but no one is voicing this to anyone. Although Parker is able to stop the ship from spinning as fast as it does, they are still stranded in space. Additionally, emergency when Parker's heart stops, most likely as a result of colliding with a chair while he was rescuing the others. Hen can assist in saving Parker at this point because Trip's fiancée has a watch that can measure vital signs. How to handle emergencies. Brewer. The news concentrates on the meteor shower as Hen handles the issue in space and revives Parker. As space debris falls from the sky, the 118 must concentrate on assisting people. As dispatch handles the several calls, Karen heads over there to see how she can help. I feel bad for the dispatcher who has to climb up on the roof to connect the satellite phone so he can talk to the satellites. But after everything is configured and Maddie phones Trip for assistance with the connection process, it ought to function. Cody must find a method to re-establish the thruster's power when the step fails. At first, it doesn't seem to operate, but then the thrusters start up. Will they make the correct decision? Yes, they are, but there's more to the problem. The ship has a fire that is emanating from the vents. The window for communication is closing, and the fire suppression button is inoperable.